It's the place you wanna be. Teamwork, work skills, and the people are friendly. You have a lot of fun, 'cause it's hands-on. It's worth the drive, 'cause it's the start of your life.
Hi and welcome back. This is This Week at WACC. I'm Jerry Binder, your host, and today we're featuring the early childhood education classes. To my right, Mary Sue Neubauer, the instructor, the fine instructor of the class, and to my left, Olivia Medina, a second-year student in the early childhood class. So, Mary Sue, tell us a little bit about you. Why are you teaching this class?
I came to WACC this is my 7th year, and the way I look at my job is it's just perfect. I get to work with little kids, and then I'm also honored to work with my high school students.
So for you spent the early part of your career teaching little kids. I mean, you were in the classroom for a lot of years. Mm-hmm. Now you're teaching kids to be in the classroom.
Right. I spent my first 20 years at St. Mary's teaching kindergarten mostly. And so when I came here, I get to work with our preschoolers, and I get to show the high schooler kids how to work with young kids and how to be better people.
Olivia, you're a second-year student. You're from Milledgeville, the Missiles.
Yes.
And so it's your second year. Tell us a little bit about your first year and why you decided to come back for your second year.
Well, my first year, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I'm leaning towards child psychology now, but at first I wanted to be a teacher. This class is good because it only helps you do whatever. I mean, you learn how to work with little kids, you can learn how to be a good parent and just be a good all-around person, or you can learn how to teach and get behind the backboard and just know everything about being a teacher.
Okay, so I'm going to ask both of you this, but
Sure.
First year, they work with the kiddie campus.
Right. Typically, my first year students, they help Mrs. McKeel. She's also a teacher with me, and they help us run a preschool at Kiddie Campus Preschool. We have a morning and an afternoon, so these preschoolers get one-on-one with our high school students. And my second year students, when they come back, we try to set them up with an internship of a grade level or a job site of their choice. And of their interest. And sometimes they'll do a couple different interns just to try to help them decide if this is a career they want or not. So my whole goal is to, if I can help them either love teaching or decide not to go in teaching, or my whole goal is just to help them before they leave me have an idea of what they might want to do when they leave.
So Olivia, your first year, you were in the kiddie campus, and you were teaching all the little ones. I had fun coming over there, watching them come in, how excited they are. Is there one thing that stood out, or a couple things that really stood out in your first experience in that first year?
Well, at first I was really nervous because, little kids, they're kind of scary sometimes. But the first week of Kiddie Campus is probably the most stressful, and then the rest is just a blast. I really learned how to be one-to-one with them, and I was able to just decide on my own if I was good for teaching, and personally, I'm not leaning towards teaching anymore, which was a good experience to know instead of spending all that money and finding out later.
Yeah.
Right.
Any of you that are going into education need to take a class like this and make sure you know that that's what you want to do. So now you talked about maybe framing out, but you still took year 2, so what are you looking at for internships?
Right now I'm going to start a 3rd grade class or a kindergarten class back at Milledgeville, because it's kind of hard to get into psychology because of all the confidentiality that's going on. But I'm looking more towards being able to work with a certain age group of kids, because I do want to do child psychology. So it'll help being able to know what kids I work best with and what kids I have to work on with being able to get along with.
Well, and as you go into that field, there's a lot of child psychiatry that's hired by school districts too.
Right,
so
yeah.
Your experience in there. So Mary Sue, in your experience, and you're looking at this, we're looking at potential teachers, daycare workers.
Right.
Who should take this class really?
I think if you're looking into teaching, daycare, I would say the majority of my students though are, they're probably interested in some form of teaching. But there's also, like, there's a newer career I think out called Child Life Specialist. And that's really an awesome upcoming career. And we've had a couple speakers come in on that, and I know some of my former students right now are out there at college studying that career. At social work, school counselor, you know, a preschool daycare, and honestly, it's just to make them a better parent is my goal, and hopefully walk out of my room as a better person. Those are my two main things.
Okay, at This Week in WACC, we've been trying to inform you all about our different programs, and Olivia, I want you to sell this for me a little bit. Going back to Milledgeville or going to some other kids, tell them why should they take this class?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why you can take this class. If you want to know how to be a good person, take it with Mrs. Neubauer because she's awesome. If you want to be a good parent, if you want to be able to work with kids in any aspect of your life, take this class. Or take it to work with other people because it's a lot of teamwork and a lot of responsibility that's put on your shoulders, and it's nice to be able to have that.
So what we've learned today, early childhood class, it involves so many different things. You get to do Kitty Campus, you get to do interns. Mostly you get to work with Mrs. Neubauer, who everybody says is wonderful. I want to thank Mary Sue, I want to thank Olivia for being here today, and this has been This Week at WACC. There you go, show them the big book, I like that. Nice.